A National Transportation Safety Board team is on its way to Reno to head up the crash investigation. And Mark Rosenker, a CBS News consultant on aviation safety, is a former NTSB chairman. He is in our Washington bureau. And Mark, good morning to you. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Rebecca.
As we just heard from Russ in his interview with the eyewitnesses, they spoke with the pilot crews and they suggested that perhaps there was a heart attack involved here with the pilot, or maybe it was mechanical failure. At this point, what do you think went wrong?
Nothing will be off the table when this investigation begins. Clearly, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered. Now, what we have, though, is video from a number of sources, a number of still pictures, and the ability perhaps even to have some tapes between conversations between the tower, the controllers, and the pilot himself.
You bring up that video, which shows the plane plunging, nose diving to the ground. Does the fact that this P-51 Mustang plunged nose first give you any indication of what perhaps could have gone wrong here?
A number of things could have gone wrong, both either operationally, it could have had a high-speed stall, he could have had some parts that may have failed, he may have had a medical condition. Nothing will be off the table when the board begins its investigation.
The NTSB should be there shortly today. What is their first task when they begin investigating?
They'll be documenting the scene, they'll be talking to witnesses, they'll be gathering up the parts, they'll be trying to find records of the aircraft, maintenance records, they will be getting the medical records and the flight certifications of the pilot. Everything will be brought together in Washington for a very meticulous and thorough investigation.
As a former NTSB chairman, there are a number of individuals now saying perhaps these events shouldn't be taking place. Maybe they're not safe. We've seen 3 incidents similar to this one in the last month or so. What's your point of view? Do you think they should happen in the future?
Well, let's take a look and find out exactly what happened before we begin the process of characterizing these air races as unsafe. We don't know yet. There are a number of issues which truly have to be studied, gotten answers to, and then recommendations will come from the board. Perhaps it may well be that you need to push the grandstands back a bit. But we'll understand a lot more as this investigation continues.
Yeah, absolutely devastating. Our thoughts and hearts are with all the people of Reno. And Mark Rosenker, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.